Hello, good afternoon or good morning, everyone. I'm Adrian Fung. So today, it's really my pleasure today to be invited to talk in this very special occasion. I have to first apologize because initially I want to come to India in person, and I'm actually quite looking forward to the meeting and to attend by physically by myself. But unluckily, I could not attend because of a visa problem. So it's really an honor for the host to let me present through the Zoom or to present as a video so that I can still share my little experience of how I become a pediatric surgeon to everyone of you here. So the talk of my sharing today and the title today is actually the small patients, big lessons and how actually my patients shape me into the surgeon I become nowadays. So I'm Adrian Fo. I worked in Queen Mary Hospital or the University of Hong Kong in Hong Kong. And first of all, I have to declare no financial and or non-financial conflict of interest, except that I'm still a young, hopefully young, pediatric surgeon who is still actually learning every day. So how I engage myself into pediatric surgery and how I know about pediatric surgery actually started with this book here. And this is a book called No One Can Stop the Rain. It's actually a book written by Professor Zhang Wei. He is a Hong Kong pediatric surgeon. He worked for the Medicine Sans Frontiers in Africa, in Angola. And he actually shared his experience there and how he saved a patient there. For example, in this picture, you can see a victim of a bullet wound and it's actually this book that arise my interest towards pediatric surgery because it was since then I know there is actually such a specialty, and for me, I think the pediatric surgeons who actually can do a very broad spectrum of procedures from head to toe, treating our children in these warfares actually is really important, and that's actually how I was being attracted to this specialty. And this is me when I was in my medical student time. And actually, I was so privileged that after knowing this specialty, I decided to attach to the ward. And I have many opportunities during my spare time to the ward and to engage myself into to knowing about this very fun specialty, knowing about the patients and knowing about the doctors and what actually I knew. I do think that we need to work extra miles if we're really interested in something to know whether it actually suit us or not. And something that my patients teach me, or very important lessons, is that they are really of very great resilience. They recover remarkably, and their determination is very inspiring. This is actually a patient with total intestinal ganglionosis. I think many of the audience will know that this is a very terrible disease. And from that time, the treatment is actually still very limited, or and actually the father told me that they were ones that commented by other doctors, not from my institute, that his daughter won't be able to survive by around 2 or 3 years old. And eventually, this is actually our patient now, 16 years old, and she is a very famous among the community of Hirschsprung disease, being a very active musician. And from her, you can still see that she actually lived quite well. And despite she has this kind of a total intestinal diagnosis and resilience in children is definitely a lesson that every pediatric surgeon should to know. For myself, I actually work a little bit longer when compared to other trainees to eventually become a pediatric surgeons. And our usual plan is that we expect a very smooth path, and we just have very smooth examinations, and eventually we become a pediatric surgeon. But in reality, usually it's not the case. But I think what matters is that you don't need to care about the little hurdles or little difficulties that you face. I think as long as you are very hold firm the belief that this is the specialty that you want to engage your whole life or your entire lifelong career, it will be worth it. And I'm sure every lessons you learn throughout these hurdles actually will give you or guide you through the surgeons you are today. For myself, I rotated to many different specialties in adult surgery and see cardiovascular, etc. And that are very precious experience for myself because, as you may imagine, a pediatric surgeon is a real general surgeons who are expected to learn from the head to toe. And I'm really grateful for all the kind of hurdles or difficulties I faced before, so that I actually be exposed to a very broad spectrum of skills and knowledge. Another thing that I learned from my patient is about empathy. This is actually a patient who already passed away. I first know him and he was a very young a pediatrician patient with transplant performed. He eventually developed liver failure and also lymphoma related to the transplant complications and passed away. And although eventually it appeared that I could not kind of cured his disease, but I think we have to bear in mind that even a very simple company is, or you try to understand what your patient needs, already can make a very big difference. To the world, you may be only a very, very minute one person, but to this person or single person, you can be meaning to the as a world. And for example, as a doctor, I cannot cure his disease, but I accompany him. I make sure that he can go to where he want to, Disneyland, before the ends of his life, and that actually makes a big difference. And it doesn't only comfort himself, but also comfort the family. I think this is very important as a pediatric surgeons. And adaptability is another thing that I learned from our patients. Every patient is different and flexible. Flexibility is very, very important. It This picture reminds me of a patient that I treated before with intestinal atresia when he was in the childhood, and he come back because of intestinal obstruction, very difficult operation, cocoon abdomen essentially, and a very dilated proximal pouch. And essentially, we have to, after adhesiolysis, we also performed tapering for these patients. And I think gratefully for these patients, because we kind of decided to proceed with the tapering during the emergency surgery. And that's actually this patient successfully weaned off parenteral nutrition now and enjoying very, very good quality of life. A little bit of flexibility really matters because if you just fix your mind or, oh, intestinal obstruction, I just cure the intestinal obstruction and don't deal with anything else, the patient have to come back repeated operation, that won't help. Okay, and I think this is really important for a pediatric surgeon. Before I draw a closing to my talks, this is a very important quote I always include in my talks, and I actually is my motto during my clinical practice is, whenever you do anything clinically or academically, you always do it with a great love, and that will make a very big difference. And from the great monetaries, I'm sure many of you here know about her. And to end my talk here, I want to give a little advice to the young academics and also myself as a young academics is to stay curious, try to learn from each patient and from the patient them children themselves, and try to seek mentorship because guidance from experienced colleagues, for example here, Professor Paul Tam and Professor Kenneth Wong, they all will accelerate my growth or your growth, and I'm sure that will really make a difference for us young academics or young surgeons. Always strive to balance between patient care and taking care of yourself. That is very important as well. And always try to walk extra mile. I'm always reminding myself to be first at work and last to leave my workplace, and also spend my spare time in the laboratory to do basic science investigations, and also try to stretch myself in having overseas training on transplant, being taking in more leading positions in international organizations like PAPS and also AAPS. All this actually shaped me into a person that and I do enjoy a lot. And to close my talk, I would like to thank all my mentors, all my colleagues, and especially the host for inviting me to give this very, very simple lecture of how my patients shape me into surgeons like me now. Thank you very much.